Hey guys, welcome to Why Shy Why for this week. Today I want to answer a question I've probably been asked more than any other question. Top 3 of any question I've ever been asked in terms of number of times. Does a BA, a business analyst, need to have technical skills? Every analyst out there that I've ever talked to has asked me that question. And I think it's because I've spent a lot of time doing a lot of BA work and I kind of love it. But before that, I was a developer, and I think that helps me talk to both business sides and development sides of a organization. My answer is not an easy one, but I guess if I were to answer in one word, I'd say no, they don't need to have technical skills. However, a BA needs to be able to, the core job, which you'll never see in a job description anyway, is for a BA to be able to build a bridge through using a tool called relationships between business stakeholders and technical stakeholders. That's all you're doing as a BA. If anyone's ever sort of saying, hey, your job description is 100% writing requirements documents, or in my world, user stories, it's helping with UAT, or it's writing a project plan. No. You gotta be able to do all that stuff. That's nice technical stuff to have, but the soft skills, they're far more important. You have to be able to build relationships with stakeholders across the organization as a business analyst. Without that, you've got nothing. Okay, you might sort of hang around for a year, but then you'll disappear. So, guys, if you are a BA that doesn't have coding, programming skills, don't stress out, but take a moment to realize who you're talking to, right? You're talking to developers that play with this stuff. No, shouldn't say play, although it can be fun. Work with this stuff day in and day out, right? They are highly proficient knowledge workers that work at a very detailed level. So when you're talking to them, you've got to assume a lot of stuff. You've got to start thinking like them, highly detailed, very structured. Always in their head. They're knowledge workers. They're always thinking, right? So when you're a BA and you're having trouble liaising with your technical team, don't think it's because you don't have the technical skills. It may be because you don't understand the technology, and you've got to get there, right? You've got to get there. Not every line, you don't have to know how to optimize an algorithm, but you should know why you want to optimize an algorithm and when optimizing an algorithm makes sense. If you can get to that point, then talking to your technical colleagues they're going to be easy, right? Those communications are going to make it a lot easier. So at the end of the day, guys, you don't have to be technical. It pays to know why certain things work the way they are. And if you aren't from a technical background, you've just got to work harder to get to that point. Learn a little bit of the jargon, understand what's going on when the developers are talking amongst themselves. Even if it is very detail oriented, at least have a bit of a clue in, right? So that allows you to conversate later on. You might pick up on some strange dependencies that you could then layer, abstract, and then talk to your business stakeholders about later on. Who knows? Maybe. All right. So no, you don't have to have that technical programming skill as a BA. It helps to be engaged though. Like pretty much everything in the world, the better you are at your job, that means the deeper you have to be engaged. And that means just having to learn and be in other people's shoes. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you have a good one. Cheers.